to.
Don't be overconfident. Don't be overconfident. No time. Water on his head. Everything's okay. I'm doing good. Don't be overconfident. Okay. Okay. No. Forget the hitting. See a little bit in the face? Okay. Don't worry about it. You have there's no reason to be on the inside. Put your hands on the inside and get out.
This right here is consistent of the pattern of the fight. Margarito very aggressively coming in, but Cotto landing the clean precision punches and steadily moving away after that to avoid getting caught in any exchanges.
Average in jabs per round through the first 3 rounds, according to CompuBox. Cotto 9 of 26. Margarito not as accurate with his jab, only landing 3 out of 32 per round. Our first chance to check in with our unofficial scorer, Harold Letterman. How do you have it through to it?
2 rounds to 1, 29-28, Miguel Cotto. Jim, I thought Miguel Cotto did a nice job in round 1. He won that. In round 2, Antonio Margarito got him up against the ropes, got real good leverage and got his shots off. But in round 3, Miguel Cotto kept moving to the left, and he was just out punching him whenever he stopped. But be as it may, I don't think Antonio Margarito is doing a great job cutting off that ring. What he's doing is he's chasing him. He ought to step to his right and whack him. Be as it may, 2-1, Miguel Cotto.
Trade uppercuts, and it's Margarito whose head pops up.
Question if the fight continues like this is, can Cotto sustain this pace? Margarito typically gets stronger as the fight wears on.
Absolutely. That's my biggest concern if I was in Cotto's corner. I know I have the gutter fighter, but can he sustain this pace for 12 rounds? Margarito's putting a lot of pressure on him. And Margarito's defense is a lot better than the public is giving credit for.
Miguel Cotto hasn't exactly faded in the late rounds in fights against guys like Judah and Mosley. I think it's fairly audacious, guys, for you to question whether Miguel Cotto can finish. But, of course, Margarito is a unique pressure fighter.
He's a big man, and it's a different thing. And he throws punches from all angles. He bangs you on your shoulders, your elbows, your head. He's throwing a lot of punches from different angles.
And just the psychological pressure Margarito exerts by constantly coming forward.
And taking your best punch sometimes.
And having such a rock-solid chin.
He's shown his chin, that's for sure. Cotto has landed some solid shots like that straight right hand. Margarito is walking through Cotto's best firepower.
Yes, he is. Cotto is winning the fight, but he's going to have to be prepared to go 12 rounds like this. And that's going to be very difficult.
Well, most who favored Cotto favored him on points.
And he does seem to show that he can outbox Margarito most of the way.
No doubt about it.
Cotto is putting on quite a display of skill. Margarito is putting on an equally impressive display of will. Body shots by Antonio. Cotto may regret having stopped in a corner. Now he comes back with a hard right hand and a left hook and an uppercut. 3 clean shots. Another left hook for Cotto. Down the stretch of round 4, it was Miguel Cotto who scored.
Breathe with me. Good. Let me work the eye. Breathe again. He's frustrated already. He's already frustrated. Use the attack. The inside on the outside. You've got to work him. You've got to throw punches. Throw punches and connect. Don't let him build.
Here you see Margarito's pressures. He's throwing a lot of different punches at Cotto. And the thing about it, his punches come from different angles. He doesn't throw the same punch over and over. Beautiful short right hand right there. But Cotto is such a sharp, precision puncher. He comes right back and catches him at the end of the round with a beautiful short left hook.
Round 5 begins. CompuBox count in round 4 had Cotto landing 23 of 67 to 15 of 86 for Margarito. A much higher percentage for Cotto, built on his 9 out of 29 jabs. Once again, Cotto starts the action in round 5. Then begins circling to his left again. He's circling away from Margarito's left hook into Margarito's right hand. As Harold Letterman pointed out, you wonder when Margarito will step over to the right and try to begin cutting off the ring. Margarito keeps leaving himself open to Miguel Cotto's left hand. A lot of Miguel Cotto's good shots have been the left hook and the jab.
But dude, Cotto is really a southpaw. He's left-handed. That's why his power punches, his left jab, and his hook. But Margarito, who is a little bit slower, but he punches good with both hands, even though he's a little slower.
Margarito able to find Cotto with the right hand there. Now lands a roundhouse right. Cotto stands and fights again, then moves away. Cotto holding his gloves very high in this round, guarding his head. Uppercut by Cotto stops Margarito in his tracks, and he moves away again. Good block there by Cotto. Cotto having to use his feet over and over and over under relentless pressure from Antonio Margarito.
Margarito's got him sliding along the ropes most of the fight now. He's keeping him fighting off of the ropes, and that's not good.
Margarito also appears to be getting a little closer with those right hands.
Closer and closer. That's right. Because a tall guy that shoots a right hand over your shoulder that's not too wide can catch you, especially when you get tired.
When they stand still and trade, Cotto lands more punches.
Oh, he's definitely.
But he doesn't want to do it much. He wants to keep moving away. Body shot by Margarito. Cotto momentarily moves to his right. Steps up, fires 2 left hands, then moves away again. Cotto having to use his feet to limit the pressure over and over. Margarito dancing with it, trying to cut him off. Cotto lands a left hook and moves away again. Another straight left hand lands for Cotto. Margarito frustrated as he looks for opportunities.
Very frustrated. And Cotto realizes he's ready to fight, but he's got 6 or 7 more rounds of going at this pace. If he can do that, he can win the fight. But if he can't, he's going to have a big problem.
But the cleaner punches belong to Miguel Cotto. He tends to win the flurries.
And this is what makes him, depending on what kind of judge you are. A lot of judges like the guy going forward.
2 hard right hands for Margarito. Cotto comes back with the left. Eats another right hand. Ducks 3 right hands in a row.
But if you go by clean punches, Cotto's winning almost every round.
You're waiting too much. You're waiting too much. With your mouth open. Come on, go. Cut his exits. Cut his exits. Use the jab. Use the right hand. Come on, move your head. I told you already. Come on, man. He's not moving on the inside. You're looking for just 1 punch. Don't look for just 1 punch. What happened? Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Use the combinations on the inside, and we use them very nicely. Come on, June, don't stay in there with them. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go, let's go.
CompuBox numbers in the 5th round. Cotto 14 of 25 power shots, 56%, 15 of 34 jabs. Overall, 29 of 59. Margarito threw 105 punches, but landed only 20% of them. Cotto wins the round again on Harold Letterman's scorecard and starts to build a working margin there.
We were expecting a classic, and what we have so far is a classic performance by Miguel Cotto. But the fight does give you the sense, especially when Cotto drops his hands, as he did at the end of the last round, to avoid punches, that it could turn on a dime with Margarito's pressure and power punching.
And you heard Leon Capetillo, Margarito's trainer and father figure, asking him to speed up, come on, get in harder and throw more shots. He only threw 105 punches in the last round. Javier Capetillo, excuse me.
And here Margarito,
low blow by Margarito, and he got away with it.
But here he picks up where he left off at the end of the last round, at least throwing more punches and landing some with force, even when they don't land cleanly.
And Cotto comes back with 2 solid uppercuts and backs away again. As long as Cotto can show the judges that he lands the cleaner punches, he can probably get away with being the constant retreater. If Margarito begins to land more, then the fact that he's going forward and applying all the pressure may augur in his favor. Another brilliant rally by Cotto, and he moves away. And another big uppercut.
It's interesting that one guy is putting all of the pressure on him, and another guy is retreating, as you said, but landing the really clean, effective punches. So this fight could be judged anyway, man. And I feel Cotto's definitely won almost every round virtually, but there have been very tough competitive rounds, and the momentum seems to be moving towards Margarito there.
Cotto showed you his skill right there, shouldering Margarito off and landing a clean right hand, picking his spot there and landing a left hook. Margarito firing, firing, firing. Not as accurate, not as sharp, but constantly keeping the pressure on. 1 minute to go in round 6.